Recently, rock musician and vinyl record enthusiast Jack White and his company Third Man Records made history by being the first people to ever play a vinyl record in space. Hey friends, welcome to Vinylize. I'm Jarrett and today we're going to be talking about the incredible recent events of Jack White's record label being the first to ever play a record in space. It was a huge event that many people talked about, including the New York Times, CNN, Consequence of Sound, Space.com, Billboard.com, and even Anthony Fantano of The Needle Drop tweeted about it. So clearly it was a big deal. And in this video, I want to tell you guys how it all went down. But before we get to all that, I just wanted to say real quick that recently we passed 20,000 subscribers, which is completely insane. So I just wanted to quickly say thank you to all of you guys who watch these videos. I mean, the internet is a really big place, and the fact that you're here right now in this moment means a lot to me. So thank you. All right, now space records. Okay, being that we have so much to cover, let's start by introducing the four main people responsible for this incredible achievement. First person, Jack White. He was the one who basically had this entire crazy idea of playing a record in space in the first place. He said he wanted to, quote, inject imagination and inspiration into the daily discourse of music and vinyl lovers. And if you know a little bit about Jack White, then you already know that he loves doing creative things with vinyl records. And if you don't believe me, then just check out all the features of his Lazaretto Ultra LP and you'll find some really incredible stuff. Now, to celebrate the 7-year anniversary of Third Man Records, Jack wanted to send a record player into space, but he needed some help from second person, Kevin Carico. Kevin works as an electronics consultant for Third Man Records, and he repairs all of their vintage equipment at their shops, such as the recording booth where you can actually record your very own personal vinyl record live in the booth. Pretty cool. Now, for this space record project, Kevin was recruited and worked about 3 years off and on to develop a product capable of playing a vinyl record in space, and it definitely wasn't a Crosley. So, after 3 years, Kevin finally finished his masterpiece and he called it the Icarus Craft. And here's what it actually looked like. And as you can see, they had to gold plate the record in order to prevent the extreme heat of the sun from turning it into a big melted ball of vinyl crap. Kevin also gave it a strong tone arm and stylus and even attached small speakers inside the housing. He also included an onboard flight computer with a few simple instructions to keep the record spinning during the entire flight. Also, here's another picture of what the finished Icarus Craft looked like. And in addition to all of the gold foil to keep the heat down, you'll also notice that they attached GoPro cameras inside and outside the craft to document its entire journey on camera. And they even gave this thing its own special logo, which I think looks pretty cool. But now they needed a song to play in space, and it couldn't just be any song. It has to be a really, really good song. So they went with third person, John D. Boswell, also known as Melody Sheep on his YouTube channel. Basically, John created a series of music videos where he took footage of science lectures from some of the most brilliant minds of our time, including Stephen Hawking, Richard Feynman, Bill Nye, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Carl Sagan, and remixed them to create incredible songs about science and the universe. And he called this project Symphony of Science. And his most popular song to date is called Carl Sagan, A Glorious Dawn. This song took segments from Carl Sagan's TV show Cosmos from the 80s and added music to achieve an incredible song which ponders our universe and our place within it. It's really beautiful. So it was basically the perfect song choice to be pressed on the first record played in space. And Third Man Records even had a promotional 7-inch 45 RPM single of this song available on their website for only $6, but of course it sold out immediately. On eBay, it was being offered for $7, but yet again that sold out as well. But there was yet another 12-inch record that they released on gold vinyl at their Third Man Records stores in very limited supplies, and although you can find these on eBay as of the making of this video, they are super expensive. So I will personally pass on that, but if you guys find either of those records for a good price online, please don't hesitate to let me know. Alright, so we've got our spacecraft and we got our song, but how do we actually get this thing into space? Well, we're we're gonna need some help from fourth person. Actually, this one isn't really a person, more like an organization. And that organization is called SATINS, which stands for Student and Teachers in Near Space. Basically, this is a non-profit company that helps classrooms launch their science projects into space. They do this with the help of very large helium-filled weather balloons, and that's exactly how they launched the Icarus Craft into space. Now, here are a few facts about the actual launch. It took the Icarus 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 20 seconds to reach its final altitude of 94,413 feet above the Earth. So if I've done my math right, that's nearly 18 miles above the planet. Or for our international viewers, that's almost 29 kilometers above the Earth. Pretty crazy stuff. So on July 2nd, 2016, outside Marsing, Idaho, when the wind was low and the skies were clear, they finally got approval from both the FAA and the FCC, and they were go for launch. But although the official launch date of the Icarus Craft was July 2nd, 2016, they released the video about the event on YouTube on July 30th, 2016, to coincide with the date of their Third Man Records 7-year anniversary. And let's be honest, that is a really awesome way to celebrate the anniversary of your record label. So overall, they did a fantastic job of sending the first record player into space, and it could not have been done without the help of all these really amazing and talented people working together. So if you want to see the video for yourself or actually listen to the song, I put the links in the description below. Now, what are your thoughts about the first record played in space? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, join the vinyl revolution and hit subscribe, because I'm going to be coming out with a lot of great videos every week that you're not going to want to miss. Be sure to find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. All my social media links are down below. And most importantly, friends, keep spinning that vinyl. Space Records.